Okay.
Nintendo Switch firmware 10.0 is now out, so I figured we would do a quick run through of everything included in this new update. Start off with the most exciting thing. I always enjoy this. We got some new character avatars. 6 new to be precise, all from Animal Crossing New Horizons. We got Island, Tom Nook, Timmy and Tommy. Big fan of Tommy. Prefer Tommy over Timmy if I'm being honest. Island Isabelle, Wilbur, CJ, and Flick. So if you want to rock any of these new Animal Crossing renders, you now have the ability to do so. And honestly, glad they added these because I was looking at the Animal Crossing ones the other day. A little outdated, you know? Like look at Tom Nook now. Look at him here. Texture. There is a lot of quality of life improvements though for the system outside of just the fun little avatars. If we go into the system settings, there are new options available for the controllers where we can now change the button mapping for the controllers we have hooked up to the Switch. So this is great to see because options are amazing. Options are great because not everybody plays the same way. Not everybody has the capacity to play the same way. So the fact that Nintendo is offering a system hardware-wide button mapping option from the Switch UI that will be influenced in every game is very good news. Don't know if they're going to be able to remap them in-game with the actual button prompts, so that's something to look forward to testing in the future. But the fact stands that we can now change around these buttons. So if you don't want X in Breath of the Wild to be jump, you can change it to A. There you go. Simple as that. And we have the same options available on the Joy-Con for individual Joy-Con or whatever you need them to do. They even let you display it horizontally, which is a nice little touch. The further into the video though, the more in-depth we're going to be getting with these things. Next up, something that I'm very excited about. Move data between system and micro SD card. I am shocked it took this long for this to be put on the system. There have been numerous times where I would have been able to download something if I could transfer it, but they just made me straight up delete it. So now that I do have the option to transfer some of my smaller games to the system memory rather than being on the micro SD, it's gonna free up some space. Why don't we actually do one of those live? We'll do this. Boom. There we go. Move those. I'll cut to the next thing. Another cool addition to 10.0 is play activity settings, which is pretty cool now. We're going to be able to alter who can see our play data very specifically now. And we can also delete play activity, but I'm not going to do that. Honestly, kind of bummed that you can't do it on a game-by-game basis, because I would love to delete all the demos that are clogging that play feed. But it sucks that it's just all in one. That's not great. And the last update in the 10.0 is very, very, very nitty-gritty. If you want to go into the newsfeed, you will be able to bookmark certain articles. Bam, there we go right there. So if you want to do some reading, if you're too busy to read all about the max raid battles going on in Sword and Shield right now, want to save that for later, you can just bookmark that real quick and read into it later. You're going to have a maximum of 300 bookmarks at once. An internet connection is required to view your bookmarked news items, and once these items expire, you're not going to be able to look at them even if they are bookmarked, so do keep that in mind. So there you have it. That is everything added to Switch firmware update 10.0.0 on April 13th, 2020. Honestly, the biggest thing for me, I like the Animal Crossing avatars, but the biggest thing is, without a doubt, being able to transfer the data between your SD card and your system storage. And of course, I do think the ability to remap button controls is a huge, huge thing, because Nintendo has usually been very, very strict about the ability to do that in the past. So the fact that they are giving all players of any sort of skill level, any sort of need, the ability to make their controls, make their gameplay the way it should be for them to have the best experience is an amazing thing. But that is everything in 10.0. I'm going to go back to Final Fantasy. Thanks for watching.